Well, you're watching there. Skillibeng. Ready. World boss, leave a prison would stop me. Me get 35 and me give them back that quick. Them after one life.
Picture this. The cool breeze rolling off the hills of St. Thomas, Jamaica, a place far removed from Kingston's buzzing music scene. From these quiet roots emerged a youth with nothing but a dream, a notebook, and an unshakable determination. Fast forward a few years, and that same youth, now known to the world as Skillibeng, is performing on international stages, stacking millions, driving luxury cars, rocking diamond chains, and signing global brand deals. But here's the twist. Behind the headlines, behind the flashy lifestyle, Skillibeng remains grounded, building not just a career, but a legacy for his family. Today, we dive deep into Skillibeng's billion-dollar lifestyle, exploring how the crocodile teeth hitmaker went from nothing to global fame, from St. Thomas roots to big dreams. Born Emwa Warmington in December 1996, Skillibeng grew up in St. Thomas, a parish often overlooked in Jamaica's entertainment industry. But instead of seeing this as a setback, he wore his roots proudly. Life wasn't easy. His parents worked hard to provide, but money was tight. School introduced him to music, and while many of his peers dreamed of migrating or finding 9-to-5 jobs, Skillibeng saw music as his ticket out. He studied the game, listened to legends, and quietly sharpened his pen until it was time to strike. Breaking into dancehall, the rise. That moment came in 2019 with Brick Pan Brick. The track, which celebrated stacking bricks of cash, became an anthem on the streets. It wasn't just a song, it was a prophecy. Overnight, the youth from St. Thomas had Jamaica's attention. Then came the monster hit, Crocodile Teeth. Its haunting flow and gritty lyrics exploded worldwide, earning Skillibeng his passport to global recognition. And when Nicki Minaj herself jumped on the remix, it was official. Skillibeng was no longer just Jamaica's secret, he was a global star. Global fame, international collaborations. What sets Skillibeng apart is his strategic positioning. He didn't settle for just dominating dancehall. Instead, he fused trap, hip-hop, and reggae, creating a hybrid sound that appealed to fans far beyond Jamaica. Collabs with Nicki Minaj, Drake, Popcorn, and Young Thug elevated him into elite circles. Each partnership unlocked new markets, festivals in Europe, sold-out shows in the US, and streaming dominance worldwide. On platforms like Spotify and Apple Music, his numbers translate into millions of dollars, month after month. The billion-dollar lifestyle, net worth, and earnings. So just how much is Skillibeng worth? Reports in 2025 put his net worth around $1.1 million. But when you add his record deals, brand endorsements, touring income, and growing investments, he's setting the foundation for a potential billion-dollar empire over time. Streaming. Millions of plays monthly bring in hefty royalties. Tours. Every international show is a six-figure payday. Brand deals, from fashion collabs to endorsement contracts, his face sells globally. Skillibeng isn't just making money, he's building wealth. Luxury cars, mansions, and iced-out lifestyle. In dancehall, success shines through cars and houses, and Skillibeng is no exception. He cruises around in a BMW X6, Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon, and Range Rover. Rumors swirl about a mansion in Kingston where he stays when in the city, while he's also said to have invested in property back in St. Thomas, keeping ties to his roots. And of course, the jewelry, a staple of his image. Iced-out Cuban chains, diamond watches, and custom grills remind the world of how far he's come. But unlike some artists who flaunt recklessly, Skillibeng balances show with smart investment moves: the private side, family, wife and son. Beyond the spotlight, Skillibeng's most valuable treasure isn't parked in a driveway, it's his family. He shares a relationship with Tavion Telfer, a Jamaican YouTuber who's been by his side through the highs and lows. In September 2021, the couple welcomed their son, Emhal, a lively child who has become the heartbeat of Skillibeng's world. Friends say fatherhood reshaped him. Late-night studio sessions now balance with family time, and every deal, every show, every song carries one purpose: to secure his son's future. His family back in St. Thomas, especially his father, remain proud supporters, watching their boy carry the Warmington name to international heights. This private side makes Skillibeng more than just a dancehall star. He's a family man building generational wealth, brand deals and fashion icon status. Skillibeng's image also makes him a magnet for fashion brands. Whether it's Gucci, Balenciaga, or Louis Vuitton, he wears luxury like a second skin. Streetwear labels and music-inspired brands have tapped him for collaborations, expanding his portfolio. To young fans, Skillibeng isn't just a voice. They see him as a style icon, redefining the look of dancehall on the global stage. Philanthropy, giving back to St. Thomas. For all his success, Skillibeng hasn't turned his back on home. He's quietly supported school supply drives, youth programs, and community initiatives in St. Thomas. His philosophy is simple: what good is success if it doesn't uplift the community that raised you? By giving back, he inspires the next generation, showing that a youth from the overlooked parish can rise to the very top. The future. What's next for Skillibeng? So what's next for the man from St. Thomas? Industry insiders whisper about upcoming collabs with more US rappers, a potential fashion line, and expanded tours. With every move, he edges closer to not just being a millionaire artist, but possibly one of the first billionaire dancehall moguls. For Skillibeng, the mission is clear: dominate globally, provide for his family, and keep St. Thomas on the map forever. From a small parish in Jamaica to the world stage, Skillibeng's rise is a masterclass in talent, persistence, and vision. His billion-dollar lifestyle isn't just cars, chains, or mansions. It's about legacy, family, and creating a blueprint for future generations of artists. What's your favorite Skillibeng track or moment? Drop it in the comments below, hit that like button if you enjoyed the story, and subscribe for more cinematic music profiles. Stay tuned for the next chapter of this Jamaican superstar's journey.